To create folders in UTIPS, you have to be in your private page. So here we see the private page. And I'm going to go to the folder menu, and again we see the drop down below. And here I'm going to create a new folder. When I click on the new folder button, UTIPS asks me to name the folder. I'll call this particular folder miscellaneous for short. And this is going to be for tests that don't fit in any other folder. If you want to password protect a folder, you can. You can have a view password. You can also have an upload password. I'm going to leave it just as it is. I'm just going to give it the name and the description. I'm going to click on the submit button. And now here you see the new folder called miscellaneous created. Now let's say I want to rename that folder. When I click on that folder, you'll see that it kind of becomes front and center here on my private page. If I want to rename it, or that folder, I can go to Folder and Edit. And again, I have to have that folder selected first. Notice also that folder is red, so that you know that is the folder that is selected. I'll click on Edit. And actually, let's say I want to change this to art. And I can change the description as well. And now you'll see that I have an opportunity to sort this. And since I kind of want these to stay in alphabetical order, I'm going to have it sort after my name. So in the hierarchy, it will go alphabetically. Click Update. It has changed the name of the folder and put it in the correct alphabetical order. I'm going to create another folder here, so I'm going to go Folder, New. And notice now, because I had Art selected, it wants to create that folder in the Art folder. So this would be a subfolder to the Art folder. If I want to create a folder that is in this outer hierarchy here, I'm going to cancel that. Maybe. Alright, I'm just going to submit it. It's going to make me go through this first. So I'll call this the Masters. And now it'll let me cancel after I put a name in. It's kind of a little quirky there. But let's say that instead of a new, well, let's say, let me back up. Again, if I want to create a new folder on this outside structure, I'd want to click on my name first. And then when I create a new folder, it will fall in this hierarchy. But if I do want to create other folders in another hierarchy, for example, you'll see here in Math, I already have a Math 1 folder created. Let's say I want to create a Math 2 folder. I make sure I have that Math folder selected. Again, I'm going to create a new folder. Call it Math 2. Give it a description, and you do not have to give it a description. The only thing you have to give it is a name. And submit that. And now that folder is created. Now, there are some various ways to organize your folders. I'm going to click back here on my name so we see all the folders. And again, to roll up this folder, I click on the minus sign and it will roll that file hierarchy up. Here in my language arts folder, you notice I have, this is not a folder, but this is actually a test that's created in that folder. Okay. If I want to move a folder from one place to another, again, from the folder menu. I would select the folder first that I want, then go to the folder menu, and I am going to actually cut this folder. So I'm going to cut my art folder. And then I'm going to select my social studies folder. I'll come back here to folder now, and I'm going to paste, and now you'll see that art has become a subfolder in my social studies folder. Okay. Now, for folder organization, there are two ways to organize your folders. The first is alphabetical, and you saw how I did that a little bit earlier. But there's also a default organization. That's basically just as you build the page. So if you want to change how your folders are organized, you would go to the Profile tab and then go here to the Edit menu. And here you'll see that you can sort, again, either alphabetically or manually. So if I have it sort alphabetically and hit update, it will, if these weren't in alphabetical order, it would sort them that way. But if I select manual and I hit update, then I again click here and I go to folder and edit. I should get a drop down and see where that folder goes on the list. Let me select one of my other folders. Language Arts, edit. Now again, this will give me the choice to put that folder exactly where I want it. Okay. So again, that is the default option. Alright, let's say we want to delete a folder. So I want to get rid of my art folder completely here. Again, I select that folder, come out here to the folder menu, and come over here to the delete command. And it gives me a warning. Says, are you sure you want to do this? I'm going to hit sure. I want to get rid of that art folder. And there it goes away. Okay. The last thing to do is if you want to publish a folder, so I'm going to switch here to my public page for just a minute. You'll notice that I don't have any folders showing on my public page. It's because I've chosen not to publish any of those folders. I'll switch back to my private page here. And I want to publish my language art folder. So again, I select that folder. I'm here to folder. Click on the publish button. You'll notice a red P appears next to my language arts folder. Now if I go back to my public page, you'll see that not only the math test that was there before, but also the language arts folder appears on my public page. If I want to unpublish that folder, I simply go back to my private page. Again, with the language arts folder selected, back to folder, publish again, and that actually unpublishes it. The red P is gone, and that folder is now unpublished. So if I go back to my public page, now it has disappeared again. Okay. Again, just real quickly for navigation, you can create subfolders within folders and put tests in different folders. And so you would use the plus sign to expand a folder and the minus sign to roll it back up.